So, recently, I had kind of an epiphany. I like keyboards. I like them a lot. And in the world of keyboards out there, especially in the current day and age, there are so many options. Most of them are Cherry MX or compatible as soon as you move to anything that's worth spending your money on. But there's always the outliers. There's always the Model M's and the buckling springs. There's always these big players in the high end that the average person will have never heard of. One of the biggest being Topre and the HHKB style keyboards. They, are made in Japan, they're an elusive little switch, which some people say isn't even mechanical. There are hot topic issues, some people fucking hate them and think they're rubber domes in the skies. Other people think that they're amazing, they sound great, and they just have that Japanese flair to them. Which one is it? Well, I wanted to find out, and I've been wanting to find out for quite a hot minute. But I'm gonna flat out say I just don't like the HHKB layout. I think they look cool, they look really nice, but not having any arrow keys, or more precisely, not having arrow keys that are only accessible in a pinky diamond nav is not my cup of tea. I'm not going to get into that. So the problem is, how can I get a Topre board which has normal keys? Well, mechanicalkeyboards.com, I ordered this from them. This is the Leopold FC660C. There's also a Leopold FC660M, if I'm not mistaken, which has normal cherry switches, but this one is the big boy variant. This one has legit Topre switches in it. Now, what is this keyboard? Well, basically, it's kind of similar to a 60%, just that it has a few more keys to the side, including a normal T-shaped arrow key cluster. I've been waiting on this actually for not very long. Shipping to Germany, the most expensive, the shortest time frame in shipping that you could select was actually cheaper than the longest. It was really strange, but hey, it arrived in 5 days from the US, I presume? So, yeah, let's go. I've got my trusty Leatherman, so let's gut this thing straight open, shall we? Ooh, that thing's sharper than I thought. I haven't sharpened this thing in ages. I guess that's quality. Here we are. Let us see what we have inside. Okay, and hey, look at this. We got some keycaps from MK. Here we go. I don't know which way is up for you guys, but I think it's going to be this way. So this is Leopold FC660C, Discipline PBT keycaps. But yeah, I have a mini USB right here and the cluster. But let's not get hung up on the appetizer. Let's actually just dive straight into the fucking meat and potatoes. Let's just get this thing open. Yes. Come on, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Here we go. A box in a box. Who would have guessed? Yeah, this is empty. And here is the actual main course. Little Russian doll situation going on. Okay, let's get this and ba-boom. We are in. Leopold FC660C, and writing that I assume is katakana, hiragana. I'm not a weeb, I don't know these things. Yeah, not even an English instruction. That's how you know it's quality. When you don't even get English instructions, but you get Japanese instructions, you know it's going to be good. If it's the other way around with Chinese, you know you're in for a shit show. It's kind of the way that things are. But actually, Chinese products are getting better over the last couple of years. But yeah, here's the board. Hey, oh, hey, now this is heavy. This got some heft to it actually. Let's see what this is. Yeah, we got one lone mini USB cable. I mean, if you're spending this kind of money on a keyboard, the fact that we don't have USB-C or at least USB micro in this is kind of disappointing. Now let's get to it, shall we? Let's actually get this thing out of its little birth sleeve. Let's bring it into the world. Here we go. Yeah, this is quite nice looking. Really, really slick. Oh yeah, I did see this. I did see this somewhere. In the front here, this is the equation for the, I think, the actuation point of these switches. Really cool. For a first Topre board, having something like that specifically just... I like this geeky stuff. It's really cool. So there's the port. On the back here we've got a set of dip switches, which I believe is used for switching between the caps lock and control key. But let's do that later. The first thing, before I connect this to my machine, before I do anything, the feel is what I'm looking for. I've heard this is supposed to be just like Rubber Dome, it's garbage, it's Japanese bullshit. I've heard that it's superb once you get used to it. You might have to lube it because it's a little crunchy at the beginning, but it's supposed to be really good. I'm not expecting huge things, but I think it should be fine. Let me just type. Wow, they're really light. I mean, I have been using, the last mechanical keyboard I was using was, had MX Speed Silver switches, which are quite heavy and have a really short actuation point, so you can really quickly type. So this to me feels a lot lighter, of course, but the stabilizers sound really good. The spacebar is already like nice and looped, it would almost seem. This is certainly not like MX Brown's. It's like these sort of like, how would I describe this? Like the feeling of like pushing them down is it's very much like MX Brown's, but the overall sound and the feel as you type, it's a lot nicer. Yep, I actually ended up cutting myself while taking the knife away, so I'm going to be starting this thing with a blood sacrifice. I hope the keyboard gods are pleased. Are you AFK? Yes, thank you website, thank you very much.